everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best free 94 overall Season 5 players to upgrade first. We broke down the Season 5 Field Pass and everything around that earlier today. Make sure you go check out that video. But I want to talk about the 5 featured players within the Welcome Pack and how you can earn these players and the best ones to upgrade and the cheapest ways to do it. Just everything you need to know about upgrading these players. So if you missed that video, one of the main things we talked about was the Welcome Pack. When you open it up, you're going to get an 89 overall upgrade token and then a fantasy pack within that Welcome Pack that allows you to choose one of the 5 players. Now, these players will eventually be able to upgrade to a 96 OVR, and I'm going to flash all of the images from the 96s that they displayed on the reveal stream last night so you can see exactly what these cards are going to look like at their final stage. The downside or the bad part about this is that we're probably at least a month away from being able to upgrade these cards to the 96 OVRs that you're looking at. The way it's likely going to work, and the solution in my opinion could be kind of just one slight change, is that we're at 94 overall champions and 95 overall LTDs right now. Eventually, probably after the playoff promo or closer to the Super Bowl, we're going to jump up to 95 champions and 96 overall LTDs, and at that point, they're going to make the 95 overall upgrade token available to take these players from their max right now to 94 up to a 95, and then eventually we'll jump up to 96 overall LTDs, or excuse me, 96 overall champions with 97 overall LTDs, and that could end up being after the Super Bowl, sadly enough. We'll have to wait and see, and then at that point, they will allow us and add in another upgrade token to take them from a 95 to a 96. My solution is right now, and it's pretty simple, we're at 95 overall LTDs, let us upgrade these players to 95s, and when we jump up to 96 LTDs and 95 champions, let us upgrade these players to 96. I feel like it would have a lot more value in these cards if they did that. Now, with that being said, I feel like 2 of the 5 cards right now are really good and worth upgrading. So when you make this decision on the Welcome Pack, it's not the end of the world. You're going to earn more of these packs throughout the Field Pass to select players down the road. But before we go over the players, I will tell you, and I'm going to break down all 5, my favorite 2 right now are going to be Charles Haley and Joe Thuney. So once you make your selection, as I mentioned, you get a free 89 overall upgrade token right away, so you can take your first initial player from that 88 to the 89 overall without having to spend any season tickets, without having to use anything or progress down the Field Pass. One of my favorite things about season tickets is the availability to spend them the way that you want to spend them, but more importantly, the allowance of them to carry over from season to season to season at a 1-to-1 ratio. So as you can see right now, I got 27,000 of these Season 5 tickets, and I did the math here. If you just throw out any upgrade tokens that you get from free, whether it's the one in the Welcome Pack or any of the tickets or tokens, I'm sorry, that you're going to earn throughout the Field Pass, to take a player from 88 to a 94, to buy every single one of these tokens right now, it would cost you 3,285 tickets. Obviously, I have 27K, so if I wanted to, I could upgrade all 5 of these players to a 94 right now. Now, I'm not going to do that, but as I mentioned, I think 2 of the 5 cards are really good and worth upgrading right now. Now, on the flip side, there's maybe one other way you want to approach this. Whenever they add in the 95 overall upgrade token and eventually the 96 overall upgrade token, the price of the cost on these tokens that are available right now more than likely will decrease. So if you want to have a little patience here, and these cards aren't going to help you out, right away or start on your team right away, but you do eventually plan on upgrading them, you can save yourself some tickets in the long run by not buying any of these upgrade tokens right now at this price, because this price is sure to change eventually and decrease from the 94 down. And then the other side of it is if you want to be a little bit more patient and earn some of these rewards for free before you spend your tickets. So, like for example, I have the Premium Field Pass, which did cost $15. If you're no money spent, you're not going to spend that, but I do think it's good value. So I can take that Charles Haley up to a 90 right away. Now, if I want to get him up to a 91, I can earn a bunch of tickets on my way, but instead of spending tickets to get the 91 overall token, I can maybe wait until I get to level 15, or I'm going to earn that token for free. And again, along the way, I'm going to earn a bunch of tickets that will pay for the 92, 93, and 94 overall upgrade tokens. Now, if you do not have the premium field pass, you're obviously going to have to wait a little bit longer here, and you're going to have to get to level 20 to get that 90 overall upgrade token. And I think you have to get to level 25 or even 30 to get the 91 overall upgrade token on the non-premium field pass. So in that instance, it is going to take a little while for you to go out there and be able to earn some of the tokens for free, and you might want to look into spending your tickets at that point. So with all that being said, let's go through the 5 players and talk about my favorite players to upgrade right now and my least favorite, and this is somewhat in order. I feel like the 4th and 5th options are kind of tied here. So we got Julian Edelman. The biggest problem with this card, and we're using mutt.gg, so great site because we can go to any card in these Season 5 cards, click the upgrade option, and then we can see exactly what they're going to look like at 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, all the way up to 96. And knowing that we're capped out at a 94 OVR, we can see exactly what all 5 of these cards are going to look like, and that will help us decide on the best ones to upgrade. So Edelman, even at the 96 OVR level, can only get up to 94 speed. He's not a tall receiver, and at this moment, you know, you got Megatron and CeeDee Lamb, who are taller with stock 95 speed, and they're not overly expensive. Obviously, this card is cheap or free, and some of you aren't going to have the coins to go out and buy a card that's 300k, but I still feel like picking this card would be a bad decision. Now, if any of these cards meet your theme team, ignore anything I'm saying, because you're probably going to want to go that route just for the simple fact that they meet your theme team. So if you got a Patriots theme team, pick up this card. I'm not going to be mad at you. But for anybody else, if you're just looking for the best players available, right now at a 94, he's only going to be at 92 speed. That's not fast at all. Like I said, there's a lot of really less expensive options that are going to be faster. And then his route running and catching is solid, but he only has 87 deep route running. He obviously is like a slot type receiver there, and you get the 93 short, 91 mid. But just for the fact that even when he's fully maxed out, he's not going to be very fast. He's not very tall. I just don't think this card is worth it unless you need him for a theme team. And the same thing is going to go for Drew Brees, right? So at a 94 overall level, he's 75 speed. And even when you get him up to a 96, he's still going to be a slow quarterback. If you like using pocket passers and you want this card, go for it. Unfortunately, it looks like they removed everything Campus Heroes 2 related out of the Season 5 field pass. So if you didn't earn that free Matt Leinart and fully upgrade him, you're going to miss out on that unless they put it back into the game. If you did earn that card, I think that card is better than this card if you're looking for a slow pocket passer quarterback. And at the 94 OVR level, you definitely don't want to put this card on the field because he's giving you, 93 throw power is good, 93 short and mid throw is good, but only 89 in the deep throw combined with the fact that he has 75 speed. I just don't see this card being worth it to upgrade. The final 3 are good, and Charles Woodson potentially could be the #1 card to upgrade, but not until we get to a 96 OVR. Now at 94, he's still very good, and I looked across the game. All of the 93 speed cornerbacks right now are right around like 200 to 250k, which isn't overly expensive. But again, if you're no money spent, if you just got the game, if you don't have a lot of coins, you're not going to have that to go out and buy a cornerback. And with that being said, I still feel like you can throw a 93 speed cornerback on the field. Yes, they're going to get burnt occasionally. Good news is the zero chill and ghost boost, speed boosts are going away tomorrow. So you just might want to not put this card on the field for the next 24 hours. But after those go away, and we don't know what type of boost playoff cards and down the road Super Bowl cards could get, but after tomorrow, I feel like this card is still going to be good on the field. Now, should he be your cornerback #1? Probably not. Cornerback 2, maybe not. But CB 3 or 4, he's going to be okay as a slot defender. 93 speed, like I said, is still good. He gets 94 acceleration, 91 man coverage, 89 zone, 88 catching, 89 press. He's got 91 play rec and awareness. I think this is a good card, and once it's fully upgraded to a 96, it's going to be even better. I mean, that should go without saying, but you can definitely throw this card on the field. Now, I've already told you my favorite 2 cards, and the cards that I feel like are worth upgrading right now are going to be Charles Haley and Joe Thuney, and I want to talk about why. So So this Charles Haley at a 94 overall is going to get 90 speed. Is that the fastest outside linebacker in the game? Absolutely not. Is he up there in the top 10 fastest guys? Honestly, I didn't check, but if I had to guess, it's probably going to range somewhere in like the 20 to 30s as far as outside linebackers sorted by speed. But to me, speed isn't as important on an outside linebacker as it is on your running back, your wide receiver, your tight end, your safeties, and your cornerbacks. You can get by with a card not being the fastest out there at this type of position, and 90 speed is still very, very good. But the reason I really like this card is because not only are you getting the 90 speed, you're getting 93 acceleration, so that's pretty good. 91 strength is huge here. The pass rush attributes, you got 88 on finesse move, 92 on power move, and then the block shed is going to be at a 91 as well. So you're getting two of the big three in the 90s. Finesse move being at an 88 is really close there. You got 91 hit power, 91 tackle. I like this card a lot. And again, if this card's not good enough to start on your team right now, it's still a good pick, and that's why I picked him as my first choice, to have him as a backup pass rusher. I talk about this all the time in prior videos. If you ever find in the middle of a game, second, third quarter, you just can't get anybody home, you're trying, you're not getting any block sheds, your opponent's offensive line builds up a resistance, and the way to kind of trick that resistance is either flipping your pass rushers, so like in the middle of the game, moving your left end and right end on opposite sides, or your outside linebackers on opposite sides, or just substituting in some fresh guys for a series or two. And I feel like this Charles Haley card is a perfect card to do that. He could be starters for a lot of you, and if that's the point or that case, absolutely do it. Big W for you. But even if not, this is a good guy to just kind of mix up your pass coverage late in the game or in the second and third quarter to throw that offensive line off from your opponents. The final card, and to me the best card to upgrade right now, is going to be Joe Thuney, and it's another thing I go by all the time and mention in videos all the time. You and me, we hate spending our coins on a left guard. There's nothing fun about it, but you got to upgrade your offensive line at the end of the day, and there's no better way than to do that with a free card. And when you get a free card at a position like that, that's actually good too, I mean, that's a bonus. So Joe Thuney obviously only has 67 speed. He's not going to be fast, but he's a left guard at the end of the day, and the key attributes that we care about are all pretty good. 93 awareness, 90 strength, 92 run block, and 95 pass block. That's a W to me. So, you know, you got the zero chill cards out there at left guard that right now get 0 AP abilities and a bunch of other boosts, but that's all going away tomorrow. Once that goes away, this card could be considered one of the best left guards in the game, even without any type of abilities. He will 100% be my #1 pick on my No Money Spent squad, but I'm pretty sure this card will end up getting upgraded on my main account as well, and I'll replace, and I can't even remember off the top of my head who I have at left guard right now, but because I know I'm going to lose those 0 AP abilities, I know I can make some coin off of selling who I have at left guard and putting this card in there. And listen, you're probably not going to notice a huge difference between this card at left guard and like a card that maybe has +1, +2 attributes in all of those situations. It's just, for an offensive line, I don't think it's going to be that impactful. And that's the main reason why I think this Joe Thuney card right now is the best card to upgrade, not only now at the 94 OVR level, but even at 96, he's going to be up there. I think Charles Woodson might jump the other two at the end of the day because he's at a more important position, a skill position. But in my top three, Joe Thuney, Charles Haley, and then Charles Woodson. You guys let me know who you're going to upgrade first. Leave it down below in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.